Hi guys. Obviously, as you can see, I'm not here today. I wanted to make a video for both classes, third and fourth hour, to go over exactly what the challenges for your next project, your final project, this card marking, and give you guys sort of some direction to go in when thinking about designs, thinking about putting this together, thinking about which direction you're really just going to take to complete this. Before we get into it, this will be your final project, like I mentioned yesterday, this card marking. It'll be due March 7th, the same day that the semester, first semester projects for the incorporation of the wood are going to be due as well. So make sure that you don't get the two dates confused. Both the March 7th for this final card marking 4 project, as well as those of you guys who are returning from semester 1, your midterm projects. That's going to be another grade on your guys' report card. Now, before I really get into what it is you guys are doing, I guess there's a little backstory that I wanted to kind of give you. Over the summer, I've been using Instagram on my phone to look up some artists that I enjoyed, just different types of artists. And I came across this one. His name was Carlson Catlin. And basically, he's a motion pictures designer. He does special effects and special like CGI stuff by daytime. But during his spare time, he does customization of toys. And I spoke a little bit about this to my fourth hour class, but if you go to his website, memakepretty.com, you can see a lot of his work that he has there. And basically what he does is he takes the original form of the plastic or vinyl toy and, in his words, de-articulates it. He takes it apart. He takes sections out and then creates a whole new sort of sculpture out of that. It's kind of unique. Because it's just a different way of, I guess, approaching this style of art. And I thought it would be really, really cool if we could do something like that in our ceramics class, but I just didn't know exactly what it was that you were going to be able to do. So last couple of weeks I had been picking up my son from my mom's house. She watches him, and she has this little contraption where you put a little candle in the bottom and the heat melts wax at the top, and the wax is sometimes scented. And I just thought this is kind of cool because, well, it can be made out of a ceramics, and it kind of mimics the same thing because of the little holes or little designs cut out. I wonder if I could kind of get this incorporated into my class, and I came up with this challenge. If you look them up on the internet, you're going to find a wide variety, I guess, product names, but basically I looked it up and it's called a wax melter. What you guys are going to be doing, the challenge that you have is to create a wax melting vessel, a contraption that is based on a design by the artist who I just talked about. His name's Carson Catlin. 2 C's, it's a tongue twister. And I'll throw those website links up on this video as well as on my goals page. And I also want you guys to try to incorporate shape and texture into your design as well. Basically, this is a free-for-all project. You guys have any sort of direction you want to take this, you're more than welcome to go ahead and try it. But there are 3 criteria that I want you guys to remember throughout this whole construction. 1, it needs to be fired. 2, it needs to be glazed, because the way we're going to be testing these out is by actually dropping, little things of wax in there for it to melt. And if you wipe this out and it's not glazed, it's going to be next to impossible to try and get all that melted wax out. The last thing, the third thing that you guys are going to have to do is it's going to have to be able to hold or have a candle actually melt wax. And you might not think that that's really difficult. All you got to do is figure out a way to have this little tray above the candle light, but oxygen is going to be needed, so you need to have some figure out some holes or some designs that are going to be cut out. Now I'll put a link to some examples, and you can actually go on Google. I'm staring at my laptop right now and look up these wax melters, and there's some really interesting pictures out there. and some interesting designs. You guys probably have, or your folks have one that's electrical. You know, you plug it in and you put the little pieces of wax at the top and it just melts it by electricity. This one's going to be using a small little candle. It was my dog. It wasn't a zombie. If you guys were wondering, it wasn't. It was. Anyways, we're going to be actually testing these out with small little candles. So I don't want you guys to think that it's just making a design and it doesn't really matter. We will be testing these things out, but there are 3 criteria. Make sure throughout today that you guys are using the action sheets for your guys' designs. Okay. Again, list out all the steps that you're going to need to take, and then come up with some designs. Papers are falling all over the place. But come up with some designs, some various shapes and things like that. And you might want to use your cell phones to go online and check these things out, because there's a wide variety of them, and I think without doing a little research on this project, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get started right away with the clay. I know already that there's people that are aching to go back into the back of the room and pull out clay and just start rolling things out. I'm going to advise again that you guys don't take that route, because freestyling this project might prove to be disastrous. You might not get enough time to do whatever it is that you're looking to do, because you just aren't really sure what the right path to take is, or what the next choice is that you need to make. So make sure that you're really kind of thinking about what direction you're using. I mean, I know how the hour is going to go. You already are using your phones in class to play Flappy Birds or whatever it might be that you're using it. Take some time today to go to these links and look up some of his projects, and also look up Google wax melters. You might find some really unique designs that you can use on yours, and already start the project on the right foot. Like I said, this one's due March 7th. March 7th, that's next Friday. So you don't want to waste any time on this. You don't want to wait until I come back for me to answer all the questions, because really what I'm going to say to you is, yep, go ahead with that idea. That's a great idea. I'm going to look at your designs, and I hope that when I return tomorrow, you guys will already sort of be in the process of putting some ideas together, maybe working out what shapes it is that you're looking to go through, so that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, really you can focus on the construction of the clay. Okay? Don't worry about your mugs being fired or anything like that. We'll approach that as the week goes on. I know today was supposed to be a firing day. Don't worry about it. We'll work something out to where everybody gets the credit that they deserve for their projects, whether or not they've been fired. But I am going to say this. 3rd hour, you did a great job keeping the room clean after you spent an hour cleaning it. 4th hour, I would really appreciate that if you guys could keep the room in a manageable state, so that we can kind of keep all this organized as we move forward throughout the next semester, okay? Good luck today, guys, and I really hope that you guys have some nice, unique designs that I can come back to on Wednesday and check out and give you guys a hand with. See ya.